He's Brooks Koepka, the freshly minted PGA Tour Player of the Year, who joins us now. Congratulations, Brooks. How are you today?
Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. Everything good?
Yeah. What do you get for PGA Tour Player of the Year?
An incredible trophy of Jack Nicklaus. It's actually pretty cool. It's a cool trophy to have. I was telling someone earlier, anytime you can get anything with Jack Nicklaus's name on it, it's pretty special.
Do you have it now?
Not in front of me right now. It's in another room. It's in the other room.
Okay, but when you're done, could you walk all the way to that other room and take a picture for us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Or tweet it out. That's what we did last time, wasn't it?
Yeah. Just tweet it out, and I'd like to be able to see it. First time you met Jack Nicklaus, what did you say?
I think I was in shock. I was like, Mr. Nicklaus, and just nothing came out. I think that was pretty. I grew up down here in West Palm, so we'd see him a little bit. There was a couple junior golf tournaments that were named after him, and that he would come out to and kind of hand the trophies out. And I think I won twice one of those golf tournaments, so we got to see him a little bit. And obviously, just growing up here, you might run into him every once in a while. But he's a class act. Mr. Nicklaus is basically somebody you want to emulate. He's an incredible guy, and he's always fun to be around. Would
you have voted for you for PGA Tour Player of the Year?
I didn't. I was too lazy. I didn't vote. But I don't know. I would never vote for myself. I just couldn't do it.
Who would you vote for?
I would never vote. I would have. Maybe the way Bryson came on as of late. If not, maybe Dustin. One of those guys is who I would have voted for. But yeah. Next year I'm going to vote.
Doesn't the sport feel different with Tiger back, or does it feel different?
Oh, it's way different. It's way different. It's so good to have him back. Anytime you can see it when you go to an event, you can feel the energy. There's double the amount of people that are there, double the amount of people that I'm sure that are watching at home. You can feel the atmosphere. You know where he's at all times. I don't care if you're on the driving range and he's on the sixth hole. Even in his practice rounds, people are screaming and roaring if he hits it close. It's fun to be playing golf with Tiger Woods. It really is. It's good for the sport. It's good for us. It's good to have him back, and it makes this next year even that much more exciting.
If I said one shot that you would want us to show the video of that would sum up your season, your year, what would it be?
The most memorable one for me was 16 at Bell Reef, the par 3. I think I hit 4-iron in there to about 6 feet, and gave me a 2-shot lead going into the last 2, which is always a little bit nicer than 1. But it was an incredible golf shot, flighted beautifully, hit my number, and under that much pressure when you've got Tiger on your tails is never easy.
I wanted to see you two play together because, we always talk about these guys who go toe-to-toe with Tiger and then they melt down. Your, personality, disposition, you don't get too high or too low, so I don't know if Tiger would have had more of any impact on you if you two played together that day. What do you think?
To me, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you play with. I'm there. I kind of actually, funny story, I learned my lesson the first time I ever played with him. It was at the PGA Championship in 2013, and I must have shot 42 on the front side.
Wow.
But I'd done what I've done my entire life. I spent the first 9 holes watching him. And you get caught up just watching him. Like as a kid, that's all I did. I'd watch him on TV. If I went to a golf tournament, I watched him when I was there. And then now all of a sudden you find yourself playing with them and you're watching them again. And I'm like, well, I'm here. I actually have to play golf. So the back nine, I'm just going to try to do what I'm supposed to do. And it was a good learning lesson for me. And it's, you see it with a bunch of the young kids that come out. They don't exactly play well with them because they've just done that. But I've learned, I've grown a little bit since then. And I enjoy playing with him. He's fun to play with. And obviously the roars and the people that are there, it's definitely an exciting time when you're playing with them.
You golf on your days off?
No, not really. I'd much rather be either in the gym or on the boat or going fishing, or if I can. I mean, yeah, I try to practice a little bit before I head out to an event, but days off, you got to find what works for you.
But you got buddies, and I'm sure they want to play golf, or all your buddies, guys who play on tour.
Oh no, all my buddies really, they play a little bit of golf. It was funny. I took my best friend out for his bachelor party in Vegas, and they all could not wait to play golf. And all I was thinking was, man, I just really want some time off. So, I mean, I went and played with them, but I think I only played like 9 holes and just watched them the rest of the time. But, they love to golf. My best friends could care less, but they try to play as much golf as they can, and they know if I'm around, I'll come out and just watch and let them play.
He's Brooks Koepka, the PGA Tour Player of the Year, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Do you watch Florida State football?
I wish I could say I'm not watching it, but yes, I do watch it.
So you watched that meltdown against Miami?
Yeah, it was funny. We've got a buddy of mine who's a big Miami fan, and he was there. And we have this big group chat with 10 good buddies of mine, and we were lighting him up early, and then he wasn't because we were overseas. And by the time I woke up, I'm looking at the score of the game, and I'm going, "What just happened?"
Yeah,
like I just missed the last quarter, and I was like, "What? You got to be kidding me!" But yeah, he definitely. It's not good right now. It's not good to say that you're a Florida State fan right now.
You've had a few days to kind of digest the Ryder Cup. If I gave the team a mulligan, what would the team have done differently in the Ryder Cup?
I don't know. Maybe just an extra day there. I mean, obviously it's hard coming off the Tour Championship, a little bit of jet lag. That's not an excuse, but maybe just another day to figure out the greens a little bit. It took me a while to figure it out. I don't know about the rest of the guys, but just keeping up the speed on the greens. We didn't make any putts. There's no excuse for it. At the end of the day, a team's going to win and a team's going to lose, and the team that plays better is going to win. We just didn't do that. And, you got to make putts if you want to win. I've never seen anybody not make putts and win a golf tournament. So we just didn't we didn't take care of business, and simple as.
Man, Fairway Jesus, Tommy Fleetwood had a hell of a time. He couldn't stop celebrating, man.
No, he looked like he was enjoying it, and as he should have. The Ryder Cup debut and to play as well as he did is incredible, and he's an unbelievable player. Everybody's just starting to know who he is in the States, but in Europe he's been the real deal for a while.
I want to set the record straight. We can put it to bed. Why do you think it was reported that you and Dustin Johnson had that altercation at a party?
I have no idea. We went in there to go congratulate the Europeans and tell them congrats on a job well done and say hey. And I don't know how this started. I have no idea. I mean, I've been texting with him. I was texting with him before I even knew the story even existed, and we chatted a few times during the week, and as we normally would. And then I saw him this morning, and the 20 people that were here can vouch for me that there's nothing there. We don't get it. We've laughed about it. We've talked about it. And
do you think somebody misconstrued something? Like they may have seen you guys? Like I just don't know why somebody would report it, create it.
Yeah, I have no idea. We could have. I mean, we talked about everything, and we could have been talking about college football and how bad Florida State was, and I was probably, you know what I mean? It could have been one of those things. I'm like, dude, we're not that bad, and then you never know what somebody heard or what they say. Sometimes you jump in the middle of a conversation, you have no idea what's going on, you just hear a certain part of it, but it's not always the case, and I don't know what they think they saw or what they think they heard, but it was far from the truth.
Do you think you could have taken him?
I don't know. It'd be a good match, I think. I mean, I've seen instances, so I'm sure it'd be a good fight. It'd be maybe not as good as that McGregor fight and Khabib fight, but or the fight after the fight, but it would definitely be interesting. Maybe sell a few tickets.
Yeah, I think PGA Tour could do that. Like who else? Oh, I could. You know what I could do here? I got Patrick Reed. And I got Jordan Spieth in the octagon. What do you think?
Ooh. Yeah, that might sell some tickets.
Like, if we're really going to sell this, though, Brooks, I could get maybe Tiger Phil.
Okay, but who's the main match?
Oh, you against Dustin.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I can sell
All right.
that because there's drama. Although Patrick Reed against Jordan would be really interesting. I think we could sell that one too.
I'm sure there's a lot of things people could sell right now. It'd be fun though. It'd be interesting.
All right, go take a picture of your trophy and tweet it out. And congratulations, and thanks for being a good sport.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks, Dan.
All right,
Appreciate it.
that's Brooks Koepka, PGA Tour Player of the Year.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.